Thousands of hospital shifts across the capital, which should have been filled by doctors, aren't being staffed.
There's more understaffing, there's more burnout, and it's then causing worse patient care.
The NHS insists patient safety is a priority. Also coming up. New rules for dog walkers using a North London cemetery. Campaigners say the decision is unfair. Plus, sparking new conversations why so-called chatty cabins aim to get Londoners talking as they journey over the Thames. And
I'm on hawk watch in a village under siege because of a bird just sitting up there that's been attacking men.
Detectives investigating the fatal shooting of a 16-year-old in Stockwell last week have made 2 more arrests. Nathaniel Burrell died shortly after being attacked in the street. Officers say a 17-year-old boy has now been arrested on suspicion of murder and a 40-year-old woman on suspicion of assisting an offender. The renovation of Southend United Stadium has moved one step closer after a housing deal was agreed to finance the work. Southend-on-Sea Council says now that the agreement is in place, plans to refurbish Roots Hall Stadium can go ahead. And the King refreshed his first aid skills when he practiced resuscitating a dummy patient on a visit to the Royal College of Nursing in central London today. King Charles, who's previously been trained in CPR and was happy to join the demonstration. His visit was to celebrate a scheme introducing young people to the healthcare profession. Well, for patients who've spent time in a coma or intensive care, leaving hospital can often be just the start of a long road to recovery, often trying to make sense of what they've been through. A project at One London Hospital has put together a support group for those who've been in the ICU, and some of their experiences have now been turned into a play.
More than 32,000 shifts in hospitals across London, which should have been filled by doctors, weren't staffed over a 6-month period last year. That's according to research by Doctors' Union, the BMA, which says the situation is unsustainable. NHS England London says its top priority is patient safety and that, on average, around 90% of shifts are filled in hospitals in the capital. Campaigners in Essex have accused the government of patronising residents over the amount being offered in compensation for pylons near their homes. Houses within 500 metres of pylons planned through Tilbury could receive a discount of about £250 a year on energy bills. Essex County Council is among several local authorities opposing the building of more than 180 kilometres of the structures. An attempt to make it illegal to buy and carry catapults in public is to receive an official response from the government. The campaign was launched by a volunteer at the Swan Sanctuary after dozens of attacks on wildfowl, many of which were fatal. A parliamentary petition has more than 10,000 signatures, which means ministers must now respond. Now, even in a city with nearly 9 million people, it can sometimes feel like a lonely place. Well, Transport for London has launched a scheme which aims to help. It's inviting people to spark up conversations on its cable car to help mark their 25th anniversary. It's hoped the so-called chatty cabins improve mental health. We met some of those giving it a go.
Some people, they are sort of like quite sociable, and then we got on actually very well. We only met sort of like this morning, but some people, they're sort of like quite quiet. When you try to talk to some people, sometimes they will only give you an answer, yes or no.
I do think that you have to make an effort to be interested in each other's life.
Finally, people living in a village in Hertfordshire say at least a dozen people there have been attacked by a bird of prey. Locals in Flamstead say a hawk has been swooping down, apparently targeting tall men. A spokesperson for Whipstonade Zoo nearby said the bird isn't theirs and wouldn't be hostile unless it felt threatened.